Hello, everyone. My name is Cornelius Weaver, and this learning module is going to be over the benefits of using the critical path method. We will be discussing the top 4 advantages to using the critical path method. Here we go. Number 1, easy to follow visually. The project schedule is a visual of the entire project. You're going to want to see from the planning phase to occupancy what the project looks like. You're going to want to plan out every activity thoroughly and logically using the critical path method because it begins to force you to think about the details of the project. When you use the critical path method, you won't overlook anything. You'll begin to look at the critical items in order to bring the project in on time. I always like to say the cliche, you want to begin with the end in mind. As a construction manager or project manager, this has to be your professional and personal philosophy when approaching a project. That I'm literally envisioning how the project is going to look like in the end at the very beginning of the project. Number 2, it allows the project team to set priorities. So when approaching a project, I always start to think which items have a longer lead time than others. If I was doing a window project built on a new building, then I know the lead time for windows is going to be anywhere from 10 to 12 weeks. I also would need to incorporate the time for shop drawings and reviewing submittals, which may take 6 to 8 weeks. The critical path method helps to plan out these priorities. For instance, if you were building a house, you wouldn't prioritize the roof over the foundation, or at least I would hope not. You would want to make sure that you're planning out every item. So you would have your foundation, then you would have the framing of the house, then you would have rough ends and so forth. The critical path method helps you to flush out all of these priorities before you start the project. And that's going to be crucial to the project team having success. Sorry, my camera's adjusting around here. Excuse me. Number 3, creates teamwork and buy-in. Everyone on the project team has to buy into the schedule. What does that mean? Everyone has to have the same vision for the schedule. When they look at the diagram, you can't have one contractor saying, "Yep, we're definitely going to bring that in by February the 1st," and another guy saying, "Hey, we may or may not bring it in by June the 1st." That's a problem. You have to have buy-in from your whole team. I recently finished a mental health clinic here on campus. I work at a university here in the Midwest, and so we do all campus projects. And one of the things that I noticed when I was sitting down with a general contractor, one of the reasons for the delays, is we didn't have enough buy-in from the field personnel and the subcontractors. The general contractor had essentially put together a schedule and just told them, "Hey, here's when we need it done," and didn't really get enough buy-in to see, "Hey, you as the expert, tell me, can you complete this in a reasonable amount of time?" That is going to be very crucial to your team. It's almost like if you were playing football and the quarterback got in the huddle and everybody's, excited and enthusiastic, and the quarterback says, "Hey, we're going to go on this first play and make a touchdown," but he doesn't tell you whether you're going to run, whether you're going to pass, who's going to block, who's going to go out for the throw. You don't know what to do. Everybody might be excited at the beginning of your construction project, but if you don't have a plan in place, it's only going to create confusion. So having great teamwork and buy-in is going to be essential, again, to project success. Lastly, number 4, adopt to various project sizes. The critical path method is able to fit both small and large projects. Once you get the hang of it, you're going to want to use it on every single project that you have. The it's going to become second nature. The ability to track your work, your schedule, and how it will benefit the cost savings to your company. You're going to want to incorporate it again on whether you're working on a project that's $10,000 or working on something that's $10 million. In the early days of using the critical path method, they only wanted to use it on projects that were 2 to 3 million because it was it was a feasibility approach, from a standpoint that we didn't really have enough software. But now with programs like Primavera, Microsoft Project, you can create a project schedule in less time now, and it will benefit your team tremendously. So those are the 4 top advantages of the critical path method. I hope everyone is excited to learn more about the critical path method in the up and coming weeks. Look forward to talking to you all more. Take care.